really bad. And I just have to pee. So I'm gonna go outside. Trying to figure out where you won't see me pee. Cover it right here. I don't know why he didn't get that. I gave him money to get me a new window pane, measured it and everything. He wouldn't get it because he put those he put those bags right there and he thought he had to keep it that way. Because he thinks it's insulated better. I just want my new window. I'll get him to go to Home Depot and get it. Or I can, nope, I'll just get him to get it. Haha, I can tell the truth on here. I don't have to pretend like I did in my other channel and my other stuff. Yeah, I had to be politically correct. I'll do it on here, but I'll be kind and more of myself, my uncensored, genuine self. I really gotta pee. Okay, I'm gonna go out there and pee. It's way out in the woods, so I can pee out in the woods. It's amazing when you get to live out in the woods. It's cool. Make sure to have neighbors so it's safe and fun. And yeah. I think my kids are gonna cry because they'll miss me from being so far away, and they'll say, "Hey, I want to move to Dada's house. This is my house." And I'm gonna get in excellent shape again. I'm not in that great. I have really neglected. I'm okay, but kind of neglected my health. But I was in such amazing shape anyway, and innately I work out at least once a week, no matter what, or have for decades. So I stay in somewhat good health. I just take steps anyway. But for me, I may have somewhat neglected my health. So I want the ripped abs. It just makes me feel happy to look good. It makes everyone feel happy when they look good and they feel like they have no problems. That was Dale Carnegie who did a study on what interests humankind the most. Number one, most interested subject, most interesting subject, most that has the most interest with humankind in the study that he did, which was in America and other countries, other first world countries. Number one interest is their health. Their health, being in good health. And the way someone looks is almost always a direct reflection of one's health, how confident they are, how well they carry themselves, how they look symmetrically. Are they the same on both sides, this and that, that's people's primary interest. Overall, there's always exceptions, and some people are able to do amazing things that are different and outside of the box, like Stephen Hawking. He was an exception. apparently was very happy, lived a long, healthy life, made tons of money, an overachiever, brilliant, and that's the thing he went for, is to say, he's one of these timeless philosophers and scientists in his case more specifically. So it's like he wanted to be another Einstein and change the world, predict patterns in physics and stuff like that. But overall, 90-something% of humankind is interested in their health. That's why older people generally make comments on younger people's health. They say, "Oh, they're too fat. They're this and that is wrong with their appearance or something." But they're fine. It's in their nature, even as we all get older, to stand up for ourselves and think other people have something wrong with them, and they're the good ones that have nothing wrong. And it's just how we survive in nature. But we're also very kind and loving towards others, regardless of their physical flaws or the way they look or their health. We love others. In many instances, we have a soulmate or somebody that we're very close to, a family member generally, or loved one, and we want what's best for that person, like a soulmate, a friend, a very close friend who becomes like family. Those people that we want to be okay, even in sickness and in health. That's why in marriage they say in sickness and in health, for richer or poorer. You don't put being rich above wanting to be with your soulmate. It's a bad thing. Or your true love, if you prefer to call it that, if you don't believe in soulmates. I believe in soulmates. I believe we have a soul that goes on after our living body is done. I believe there's another side we go to. And I believe it's good to get some of those things that you want on earth, to not suffer too much, always being so non-selfish and kind to others where you neglect yourself. That's the wrong way to continue long term, in my opinion. I'm not so much of a martyr or so much like Jesus that I'm able to endure that much suffering for others. Oh, that is an amazing way of life if people are able to do that. But I prefer to not do that as much, which is why today I drank coffee for the first time and I feel in better health and happier. So that is some interesting stuff to talk about, and there's no filter on it. I can be nice myself, and I'm going to try to get in excellent shape, but hopefully we can all get in excellent shape. Hopefully, if let's be on the same page. It's all right. Let's get in excellent health, excellent shape. I can lose this little bit of fat that doesn't matter that much anyway. But it's because I drank coffee. I was pretty Hi. Okay. All American, everybody. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna find something that really is pretty nice. It's down here. Just the couches down there to hang out. Some people would come over. Let's try to get some people over here. Call some. This is when it gets cold. It's into the attic. The attic's over there. Select the attic over here. Okay. Okay. I got it warm in here. I just put those on. It's space heaters. Well, I'm not going to wind down. I'm going to do my best. I'd like to meet some people, get up and at 'em out there. I'd like to lose this weight. Here's my guitar. It just came in the mail. Well, I think it's my only acoustic guitar. I gave my other one and the other one to my sons for Christmas. I'm gonna call some people to meet up and see. I feel kind of somewhat lonesome. See if somebody will come over. Maybe I could go over to my parents' house. Ugh, the idea of trying to go out there and film with the way the rules are out there in this town. Just to tell the truth, I love the town, but they don't like you filming. Hollywood doesn't like you filming that much out in public either, unless you have a permit. So I guess they're kind of just like Hollywood for the rules. Or Los Angeles. Wow, I feel all right. I don't know what the heck this is. It looks like a feces in between my legs. I could bring all the firewood up, get ready for when it gets cold. It's already January and we had a warm streak come in. It was like 50s. What can I show you? Well, here's a picture of my son. Whoops, my son when he was a baby. He's good. All right. Here's my hat. Pretty lonesome. Nobody's responding because I just started the channel. I don't have any subscribers yet. Well, at least I can be myself on this new channel. Okay, I'm gonna go. This is my daily routine. Wake up, work on videos, be with loved ones if I can. Let's ask the Book of Answers something. Let's ask the Book of Answers. Will all of my new subscribers, well, here, this is for all your subscribers. And I'm going to start it with this selfish thing and help you all with it. So it's helping all of us, including myself. Will I finally make a really good living at my YouTube videos on this channel or in Los Angeles as an actor and writer, writes my own original stuff and all that, whatever it is? Will I finally make a living at the creative stuff and everything be okay? And will all my subscribers on here and people who relate to me with the stuff they watch, will they all be helped out and benefit in the good and the happy, good feeling energy, the love, the unconditional, non-selfish love, the happy, good feelings, and will I finally make a good income at this that I've been at for 30-something years since I was a child? And this is to God. I'm asking God, the good God, the all-loving good God, that good feeling you get in your chest, that good feeling you get in your chest, that's your soul, that has nothing necessarily to do with your physical body, but it's a physical feeling as well, if you can feel the emotion that it causes in your brain, because it's so real and there's no other feeling like it. It's an all-loving, warm feeling of good, that you're safe, that you're okay. And that's what God is. It's good. It's kind to others. It is kindness without being selfish, without some sexual thing. It's just love. And it comes from here, in here. And it's all good and happy and healed if there's anything wrong, you know, or it's just not an issue of lack of health or a problem with health. And it's just a good feeling, a happy feeling of more than happy. A really good feeling in your chest. And I don't know how else to describe it. And will we all be okay and have enough money? Wow, I'm reaching out to even the people in the most disadvantaged out there. Will I have enough money to feel okay for the rest of my life and finally see that dream come true? All those people that made fun of me, looked down on me, forced me into silence for not just minute after minute, but it turned into hour and after hour of nervousness and feeling awkward and negative when I was younger, and went on for years and years and years trying to do things their way. Will I finally get to be myself and live my life the way it makes me feel happy? You know, I do now, but will I finally have enough money to last me the rest of my life to be okay and to see these entertainment videos get really big, and these films, these feature films that I've done before, my original feature films, I'll show you clips of it on this channel. Will I finally get there and not have to be sad over stuff because it didn't come true, or, you know, those things that people worry about? I have my health. I'm grateful for that. Will I finally get there in life, the stuff that I want to do and what makes me happy, all those things? And will all you get to do those things that make you happy? And will all you get to feel okay? Feel okay, and will everything be okay? And God will make it safe for us if we want that. And if not, we can just get those selfish things that we want. After suffering so much, we deserve to get some worldly pleasure, right? So, you know, I don't want to talk about too much of that, but will all those things work to make us happy? Here goes. Now, it would be better to focus on your work. Okay. So we should focus on our work. Is my work getting an agent to represent me for all that creative stuff I've done my whole life? The movies, the acting, the writing the movies, all the directing and everything, making them myself, really making them myself out of turning a work of art, a work of art into a whole 3D, you know, real movie with the music, the sound design, everything that I did myself. Will that be my work now? Because I get paid for it now, but not that much. Will that finally make the money it should, the money it deserves to, at an A-list level, which is one of the only ways to do it, in my opinion, unless there's some way to make money at it another way, but I'm not making enough now. Will I finally do it in the way that I deserve after working at it relentlessly, tirelessly for 30-something years, especially the past 20 years? I've worked at it a lot. Will it finally come true? For you too, your work, if you want to put your life's, if you have a life's work that you really want to work, your ambition, your love of your work, if you have something like that. And for me, will that finally happen? Well, I'm young enough to see it with my own eyes and enjoy it. I'm still fairly young. Soon, maybe. Or, you know, will that happen while I'm alive and get to see that? Oh, it says don't bet on it. I got the idea, yes, you can, before I opened it and it said, don't bet on it. Well, I don't want yes, you can. That's an ancient thing. That's somebody else's idea. I think they watch this thing, the police and stuff spy on people. This book can pick up answers from outside sources, not necessarily from God. Will that thing happen in my lifetime that I get to make a living at? Well, it's depending on how you look at that, that's wrong. Oh, it's because I grouped everyone else's dream into it with me. I have a different life path than you. Okay? We're going to have to separate me from you, because some people, they're perfectly happy working at a regular job that they don't like as much, but then they get to go home and do all those fun things that they enjoy and love. So those people are, let's just ask if those people will be okay. Will those people be okay, and are they already okay right now? Are they already okay right now, and there's nothing else they could even want that's anymore that would make them any happier, and they're already just as happy as they could be, and they just don't know it, and they have it so good. I mean, I hate to say so good, like it's like having meal with a woman or something, but you know, eh, will they enjoy their life like they are now and continue, through most of their life, and they really have it better than pretty much anyone on earth, and they just don't know, but it's really good, and they're already okay. Don't waste your time. They're set in their ways. They're against me. You know, those types of people. Not, some of them are good. Some of them are really good, but the ones that I'm thinking about now that may be spying on my video, like some police scanner type of people that are illegally looking at what I do when I pose no threat to anyone on earth, with under the guise that I would possibly do anything wrong to harm anyone. They have nothing better. They have idle hands. The New York City Police Department doesn't mess around with that garbage. They have serious crime to worry about. They see some kid drinking liquor on the street. They take the liquor, they break it on the ground. They throw, not liquor, but a 40 ounce. That's what they did to us when we were kids. They thought, they could tell looked underage. They broke it. If, not me in particular, but some of my friends, and they don't mess around with it. And they're not going to sit there and try to do all the paperwork to send some kid to jail when there's real crime out there. There are real bad guys out there. So leave me alone, okay? I'm a kind person. I'm a kind person. This is a godly book. It's not the Bible. I can take out a Bible and ask that. But let's ask for me without those people even being around. This is why I came to this new channel, to get away from those confused people. Well, I make millions of dollars at what I do because I deserve it, and I've worked just that hard on earth, and I demand it. And that's what I want, and that's what I want, is many millions of dollars. So I'm finally okay, and I know that I've achieved that. We're doing the selfish, worldly things here right now because I deserve it after all I've given to my family and my loved ones, my children. I've been very non-selfish. Today's my first day drinking coffee, feeling happy and enjoying life. Will I finally make millions of dollars that is relentlessly hard as I've worked at it? Focus on your home life. It's told me this a lot. Focus on my home life. I think I've got to get my place in order. I've got to get these old Amazon boxes out of the way, move some of those lights out of the way. Al can fix that light, the guy downstairs. I can put all my firewood right there, make it through the rest of the winter so I don't have to go out in the cold to get it while it's nice today or tomorrow. I'll clean up this stuff, whatever's on here. This is from the Hotel Roosevelt. I figured, hey, before I die, I'm not dying, but just in case you die, you want to do the things that you want to, like a bucket list. I went to a fancy hotel in Los Angeles and got this robe, the Hollywood Roosevelt. Hollywood Roosevelt. So I figured I might as well enjoy it. So um, I I finally got okay enough. Man, I was so heavy feeling last night, even on the 31st of December on 2018. Focus on my home life. Get these clothes in order. Get the good, comedy wig out of there. Put it with the other wigs. Um, get these clothes in order from traveling 9 times across country in the past just over a year. 6 times to see my kids, 3 times to Los Angeles for jobs. What else do I do? This is okay. These are some Christmas lights on here. It's no big deal. Okay, get this place in order. Focus on my home life, because that's what I think it's been telling me, that this book has an uncanny connection to the other side. This book has an uncanny, godly connection to the other side. It says don't bet on it. Not uncanny, okay. Not uncanny, but a godly connection. There are people that are against it, and I can pick up on their negative, you know. Here's an example. You take Sylvia Browne, world-renowned best psychic to have ever lived on earth. So many people believed in her, and she had good info. She was truthful, and she gave me information when I walked into a big convention with her. She saw me. It was like I was on the spot, and I came in late after everyone else had already started the thing. I was a student at LMU, and I didn't like my school as much. I loved the school, and once I got into the screenwriting department, but back then I didn't have as many friends, and I really didn't have that many friends even then in college. And it was difficult for me socially. So I walked in with a backpack on my back, and she started talking, but kept looking at me and making parallels in her speech to me directly. And she said, if you don't like your school right now, don't worry. You'll go to a better one where you enjoy it. That is exactly what she told me. That is exactly what she told me. Sylvia Browne at a huge convention in Los Angeles. I had liked her for years. I saw her in Montel Williams. And I believed in her, and believing in people. There are prophets that exist in the Bible. There are real prophets that are talked about in the Bible if you want to compare it to biblical stuff. So throughout history, they have existed. And to not acknowledge that, especially when someone was as godly as she is with her Judeo-Christianity, is neglecting history, in my opinion. So she told me I'd go to a better school. I had no idea I'd ever go to another school. I thought for sure I would graduate, or maybe drop out and go to right to the studios where they'd recognize my amazing ability, and I'd be like Steven Spielberg. I thought I'd go huge, and just, they'd recognize my ability, and I'd be a movie star or a big director star. And somehow it didn't work out. I did my best. I did these big short films with somebody I love, her budget, and I produced them, did all the work for them, edited them, stuff like that. We got these 2 big short films. They didn't even get into Sundance, and it took years and years more, like 10, 20 years more, 15 years more. And we still didn't get to the A-list. But it was back then in film school when I was like 22, 21, 23. I think it was 21 when I saw the Sylvia Browne one. And she told me I would not, or she said I'd go to a different school that I liked better, that I'd feel better at. And somehow I didn't get famous. I went out there, tried to work in Hollywood after I graduated that school. It wasn't really working. I worked as a production designer for a while. It was amazing, but I didn't get paid very much, and I was sad because I just wanted to direct movies, and I didn't even have a short film of my own yet that I directed, other than some real cheap video ones and stuff I did. So I made my short. Quit working in Hollywood. I made a short film with my friends back east or wherever it was, and I worked on that for 9 months, bedridden, working on it. And when I was done, I submitted to film festivals, got in some, and then I applied to a grad school out of nowhere. I applied to some grad schools, some of the best ones, and I got into this really cool one, this grad school. And I went there when I was like 25, 24. I started there when I was 24. And at first it was difficult. I didn't fit in. And something happened where I got really confident. And I got together on student loans. I got a scholarship there, a partial scholarship based on all my art and films that I had already done. I loved it, and it's one of the best film schools in the world, even better than the other one, which is a pretty good one too. And for some reason, I loved it, and it got really I got social. I had a beautiful girlfriend that I was in love with that moved in, and we got married after that. And it was amazing. I had the best time. I had the best time ever, at that school. I really did. I produced a big budget film for a student. It was like a feature film with all the permits and everything. It was really fun. And I had an amazing, amazing time. An amazing time at that film school and loved it just like Sylvia Brown said. However, when there are naysayers and people against her, they can cause that person to be invalidated by being against them. If it's like a psychic, by not believing in the psychic ability, it doesn't have any power, it doesn't work. If you believe enough in something, it can work. Chinese medicine, an ancient thing, there are a lot of people who believe in it. It can have power when there are enough people that believe in something, and subconsciously it creates these things that work with it. Some people have an inability to believe in it, but I I believe in some things like that. Believing in the Bible could be one of them. The Bible may have been corrupted over the years with all these different things that we don't understand, but us believing and being kind people, we can believe in that, and it works for us, or whatever religion that believes in a higher power, God, um, can work for people, or lack of religion if you're kind to others. Many atheists are very kind to other people, and they just don't have a reason to believe in God because they're already such kind human beings. Some people are mean, some people are not mean, regardless of religion. So I'm gonna go. I want to talk to some real people out there. I'm gonna talk to some people, and no one's on here listening right now because it's a new channel. But I'm gonna go. I feel pretty amazing. Okay. My kids are on there. I don't know if I should show it. I'm gonna cover up their eye. Well, I'll just show them. There they are when they're younger. Okay. Here's the Hollywood Roosevelt. A water cost $10. Here's me in front of my house. My younger son drew that when I was working so hard at manual labor and real estate to get here. Every day working at manual labor, all the work myself. And this was my dream house. And he drew a picture of me in front of it. I couldn't imagine finally getting there. I didn't know if I'd make it, and somehow I got to this house, and he drew me in front of the house. That's him. He's my youngest son. He's older now. Baby. Wait. Okay, no. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I don't know if I'm gonna go back together with their mother, because I love her a lot as a person. I don't know if she just I don't know if she wants to be with me or not. So I want to be with somebody. So I'll see how it goes. So will I be with a soulmate? How about this? Let's answer that first question first. Will I be with a soulmate? And wait. Is the mother of my children my real soulmate and only soulmate? It's time for you to go. Oh my gosh. Time for me to go. I gotta end this video. Time for me to go. Okay, bye everybody. Will I be hugely famous and rich? Finally. And be able to retire and go out of the public eye and just be with my loved ones forever and feel happy and good. Enjoy the experience. Thank God. Okay, bye. 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 It tells me it's time, everybody. Took a little while to get out of there, but I gotta go. I'm out of here. Okay, bye. Okay. He's good. I gotta get out of here. Bye.